Alright guys, I got you over here at the lathe, and we're working on some parts for paying customers. And normally I don't do this type video. Usually when I have somebody paying for it, I devote all their time to this, but I'm going to give them a discount. I know what kind of time it's going to take me to do it. But anyway, what we have here is we have a rotor assembly out of a hydraulic motor. What the customer wants to do is, there was wear in this area right in here. Now I've already taken, and this thing's been indicated in on the face, and there's a bore right in here. It's indicated on that bore, and we've got it all at 0. So what we're doing is I've come in here and I bored down 100 thousandths beyond that 27 thousandths of wear. So we're probably somewhere around 130 thousandths deep here. I need to measure that. So, but what I'm doing is I'm going to fit an insert in here. So it'll be pressed in. This is a wear side for this rotor. Now this rotor is really expensive, and from what I can see, it looks like it's I forgot what he told me it cost new. So we're trying to fix it this way. But I'm going to make an insert out of some 4130. This is what I think this material is. It could be something else, but it's something like that 4100 series alloy. So I've already bored this down to where we got through the wear, and give me enough to where I can actually make an insert to make this. The biggest problem is measuring this and getting a good measurement. It's not deep enough to use telescopic gauges. I use some I used a set of spring calipers, and we're right at it, and also used a set of vernier calipers, and we got within a couple thousandths of the same measurement on both of them. So what I'm about to do now, I don't want to take this out of the lathe because I've got this turned everything concentric, and I don't want to have to re-indicate it back in. So I'm over on the other lathe, and we're going to make an insert, and we're going to turn it, bring it over here and test fit it, kind of like a plug gauge, and get our measurements, and then we're going to go turn the actual part. Okay, so let's go over to the Pratt & Whitney old 748, and I got a piece of aluminum chucked up over there, and I've started turning it. So let's finish that up. All right, guys, I'm gonna apologize for a couple things here. One, we got fans running. It's 88 degrees in the shop right now, and it's about to rain outside, and it's humid, so we got to keep some air moving. So I don't know if my audio is going to be with this video, or no, if I'm going to overdub it. So anyways, we got a piece of 4-inch aluminum chucked up in the old 748 here, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this down to 3 inches 247 thousandths. That's going to be like a 2,000ths press fit into that rotor assembly. And then I'll take this out, go over and test fit it, and we'll either open up the rotor assembly to fit this, because we still got some room that we can open up over there, or we'll adjust. If it's enough, we'll come back and put this back in and adjust it. So I've already started turning it. I faced it off, and so we're just going to turn it back maybe a 1/4 of an inch or so and get this fit, and that way we can still step it down some more if we need to try it. So stand by and we'll get this thing going. Alright, I know I'm not anywhere near that diameter, so I'm just going to go ahead and take like 100 thousandths. Let's just do one turn of the dial, and that'll be about a 1/4 of an inch. And we'll put the feed on. This should take it pretty good. Forgot I had it on super high speed. So we're at 3 inches 630. We got a long ways to go. Let's dial it in for another 1/4 inch. Two inches 450, 73. Inches 473, and we need to go to 242, 247. So we need about $1. 15 thousandths in there. So let's see where we are right there. We're at 2 inches. Right. All right, so we're at 2 inches, 365. So I was wrong on my last one. Which is 345. Need 12 thousandths. One more little cleanup pass. Alright guys, so like I said, we either going to, this fit plug is going to fit, or we're going to have to make an adjustment to the rotor itself, and or we can make a slight adjustment to a part. So here we go. like I said, I hit 247. All right, it's a little looser than I wanted it, so, but it's a good fit. So as long as I get like 247, 2 inches, 247, 248, we should get a press fit. So we're gonna go over now and we're gonna turn the actual part and see how that does. All right guys, so I got you over at 748. Now we turned the plug and the plug was probably a thou too small. And so we're gonna make this part here 3 inches 250, right on the money. Now I was gonna use, I have a piece of 4132 and I thought it was 2.5 inch ID. Come to find out it's like 2 inches 700. So I can't use this to make the part. So I went back to the customer and he has he has some steel laying around, and what he ended up giving me, and we're going to try to use this, we may have to order a piece, but we're trying not to order a piece for this little job, is he give me a saw flange, like a saw flange out of a sawmill or something, and I've already faced it off and started turning it down to diameter, and basically I'm going to get the diameter right, and we're going to flip it over and then machine the back to the right thickness. Now we only need it to be like 1/8 of an inch thick, so we should be fine with this. The only issue I see with it is right here there's a hole that and it doesn't go all the way through, but I don't think it's going to clean up either, so we may have to come in here after I'm finished and put a spot of weld in there and then reface it, which we're going to reface it everything into the actual part after we press it in. So we're going to start turning this. I've got, like I said, I've got it set up. I'm starting to work on the diameter a little bit. And it's pretty simple stuff. After we get the diameter, we're going to open up the bore, and or we're going to spin this around, hold on to it, face off the back side where the flange is, and then we'll start opening up the bore and see where we end up with this hole. So right now it looks like we're going to be a partial hole in the bore. So hold on, we're going to start on 748 back up. All right, so we're looking for 2 inch or 3 inch 250 thousandths, and we're at 3 inches 422 thousandths. So we need to go about 200 thousandths, a little over 200 thousandths. So let's take 100 thousandths cut. That's pretty hard. All right, so we're at about 290. Let's get a good measurement. We're still at 4 inches. We still need to go another inch. Sorry about that. 4 inches, 290. So let's just knock it out. All right, so we're at 250, 65, 67. So I'm gonna take 10 and we're gonna let it cool down. And we're gonna let it cool down and we'll come back in and measure it again. Okay, we're at all right, so we're at 256, 258. Like I said, we're gonna let it cool down. It's probably gonna shrink a thou or two, and then we'll turn to finished dimension. All right, guys, so it's cooled down some. I forgot what the measurement was. It was like 259 or something like that. Let's see what we get now. So I'm getting 258. Yeah, 258. So it has shrank a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come in and touch off, remeasure. gonna cut that right there. All right, so we're at 258, like I said. So we're gonna dial in 8 thousandths, and that's gonna be our finished pass. That's good. $251. It's a little bigger than I wanted, but I'm gonna keep it right there until I'll make the hole fit it. All right, guys, so what we're doing now is we're boring out the center. We're taking about 60 thousandths aside, so roughly an 1/8 inch out at a time. This thing's hogging it out pretty good. First we drilled it with 1.5 inch drill bit, and then we come back and started boring. So I've got a 3/4 inch Comet boring bar in there, and I like these Comets. You just don't find too many of them around anymore. All right, so here we go. I said about 60 aside, 1/8 inch off to the diameter. think we're gonna make. All right, people, I don't know how much of it you missed, but we got it done. You can actually see, I'll take some snaps and pictures of this, the original color of the material. And I mean, there is maybe, I mean, you can't even grab it with a fingernail. Anyway, we got to insert in, we got to take it out and clean it up, make sure all this metal's out of it. The corners are chamfered nicely. Put in a 3/1000 press fit. Basically, I set it up here and tapped it in with a hammer, and it had to hit it pretty good, but got it in. I don't think it'll ever come out. So the only thing was there was a little, that hole. I was worried about that hole, and it just barely is there. I don't think it'll hurt a thing. Like I said, this surface, the pump side is the back surface. This surface runs upon a bearing, so it's kind of like a wear surface. It forces this part into the pump. And if any of you know how a hydraulic motor works, the fluid is pumped through this backside, through these pistons, and that's what generates the rotation. So I don't think that's going to hurt a thing. If it does, we'll come in here and we'll let him touch it with a piece of weld and we'll clean it back up. Anyway, it's all done. And like I said, normally I don't show jobs that I get paid to do because it takes so much time to do to set up cameras and make sure they're working and sound and all that, that it ain't fair to the people that I'm doing the work. So he's gonna get a good deal on this job. All right, so I'm gonna take it out. I'm satisfied with it. So it's all done now. And like I said, I'll take some pictures of it and show you what we got. All right, guys, there it is. It's complete. Typically, this is a paid job. This customer of mine, he typically gives me something to do every week or so. I'd say 3 out of every 4 weeks, he's giving me a project. So I usually take care of him. That's why you haven't been seeing as many videos. He's been keeping me really, really busy. Also, I started cutting some yards with the X-Mark that I rebuilt last year. And I really don't want to be in the lawn business, but people are calling and ready through word of mouth, and I picked up 4 or 5 yards, and so I'm keeping them cleaned up and cut. But anyway, so that's why I decided to do a video on a paving project. No, typically I don't do that. I don't use jobs that I'm getting paid to do for video because of the time it takes to actually do the video. But I'm gonna give him a discount on this one anyway. So I don't know how much of it you missed. The camera was off when I finished, so I'm sorry about that, but I've taken some good pictures and you can see what the finish looks like. And basically I've left the witness line in here where I bored out to, and cut right to that witness line. You can't even feel the edge, and did the same thing in here in the bore. And you can see through these pictures how good it was indicated in, because we have 0 gap in here, 0 lip, and we didn't even touch the surface, the old surface. So we did a good job on that. This side here is the money side on this part. This is where the hydraulic fluid pumps through. Either it drives these pistons or the pistons drive it. I'm not sure. I didn't take it apart, so I don't know exactly what it does, but I know it's a hydraulic motor for a big trencher. So I hope it works out. This is what he asked me to do, and this is what I did. So anyway, guys, I'll let you know that hope you get another video out before the bash. I'm not sure if I will. I'll be out in California at stands for the bash, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. Look forward to seeing a lot of you guys. Look forward to seeing a lot of the other YouTube creators. Also, want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank everyone for leaving a comment and hitting the like button. So guys, from the Backyard Machine Shop. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. Guys, you see the work that this blade is doing. The 748, man, it's unbelievable. It's awesome. So I got something in the works. You'll be surprised. It might be 2 or 3 more weeks before you see it. But anyway, I love this lathe. When I first got it, I rebuilt it. I was like, it'll just sit here as an ornament. But you know what? This is my lathe of choice lately. Even over the Monarch and over the Kingston. Now I had to use the Kingston on this part here mainly because I don't have a 4-jaw chuck for this lathe. But this old girl, she's been putting out the work. And then you can look, the chips. I mean, that's the only downfall is the chips hitting the floor. I have to clean them up pretty regular. But this old girl, she's awesome. I'm proud of this old lathe, man. I tell you, it's unbelievable. John ran it, came by here a couple weeks ago and got to run it. He really appreciated it too. So guys, you just don't know, some of this old stuff is unbelievable. And I'm really having a ball with it. So you got the chance to save some of this old equipment. Don't think that it's not going to be handy. This stuff's awesome. So for that said, see you later. Bye.